Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of AC Unity. We are doing murder mysteries. Currently we are doing a body in a brothel. I think it's called. The body in a brothel. 1 out of 5. Doesn't say that much because the previous episode was also 1 out of 5 only difficulty level. And I accused the wrong person, so I'm still having to get to grips with my detective skills. Anyways, I already fast traveled to the location. We are here and we need to get to the back. So, away from the church to the right. Guys over there. Right, here we go. Woman's body. A young woman's body has been brutally whipped. Her hands are bound and she is covered in wounds. Poor girl. Where is she? Ah, there she is. Holy shit. What do we have here? A long whip with a tip flecked in blood. There is a maker's mark on the handle. 7 Rue des Égouts du Ponceau. Short ropes and a spittle-soaked gag. All stained in blood. This appears to be the Marquise de Sade's personal diary. It is filled with explicit and disturbingly violent sexual content as well as far-ranging philosophical musings.
Poor Susanna. She was a favourite of that citizen de Sade that came around so much. He never treated her proper. I told her, send him away, but he pays so much. Look, ropes. Whip, that's the Sade all right, randy bastard.
Pretty cool. That is, it's like a guy that we played with or did missions for in the main campaign or side or co-op. I don't even remember. I think it was the main campaign. Pretty cool that he is now our murder suspect. A murder suspect.
Oh God, there's men coming and going all the time. I didn't see de Sade last night, but he could have been here. Comes here a lot. It was too dark for me to see him proper. But there were some odd goings on last night. One John came in but didn't stay long enough to really do anything. And then there were 2 men, but only one went into Susanna's room.
Alright, probably de Sade is being framed. Bloody instruments capable of puncturing human flesh. Spikes and hooks. I think that's pretty much it. Yes, 7 out of 7. Let's go to over here. The Sade Villa. And to the leather shop for that whip. I am taking a shortcut.
A-t-il perdu la raison?
There is the Desad Villa. Alright, 2 peoples. Anything more? Yes, over there. God damn it. I'll meet you there and we'll arrange payment. 50 livres as discussed. Letter to valet.
I'm unable to say what the Marquis was engaged in last night. It was a rare night off for me.
Alright, who is this?
I'm unable to say what the Marquis was engaged in last night. It was a rare night off. Unhand my master! You! Shut up!
Back to jail? It's all too delightful. Really? Murder a girl? Those days are behind me. But I do enjoy the fuss. I did visit Susanna with some frequency, but not last night. I'm sure my valet can confirm my whereabouts. There was a young man, some days ago, perhaps rather too taken with my philosophies. I recommended Susanna to him. It's not impossible he might know something. It's quite all right, Olivier. This may be amusing.
Right. We did get all the clues over here, I guess. 3 out of 3. Let's get over here to the leather shop.
Hey, that's mine! Help! Someone! There's a thief!
Le Gris 44 delivery book, 44 Boulevard Saint-Martin.
Sure, I made that whip. Well, I suppose it could belong to Desad. I sell him all sorts of things. But, you know, there's a student, strange fella. He wanted to buy all the same things that Desad bought. Seemed to think Desad is some kind of god or something. I've got his address in the delivery book. Let me see. Yes, here it is.
Right, any more clues? I don't think so. Hello. Nope. We are going, I assume, to that student house, right? Yes, over here. So in the courtyards and then up in the attic. In the correct space. Need to get higher up.
Susanna, Desad told me about her. I arranged a time and thought about all the things I would do to her. I started to lose my nerve, though, so I drank a couple of bottles of wine. By the time I got there, I couldn't go through with it. I turned around and left.
Anything else?
I heard 2 men in the dark just when I was leaving. One of them said, "After it's done, come and meet me in the church courtyard at Saint-Nicolas-des-Champs. I'll pay you there."
Right, that is pretty suspicious. Students hopeful book 120 Days of Sodom by Donatien A.F. Marquis de Sade. De Sade's infamous volume describing the depravities of 4 libertines locked in a castle with several dozen victims of both sexes. Some of the abuses described are underlined. What the hell are libertines? One moment. Just checking it out. Libertine. Meaning a person, especially a man, who freely indulges in sensual pleasures without regard to moral principles. Right. Let's get to that new location. Over there. Meeting place. Pretty sure that is where the there are 2 more. I don't really understand it. We got this one. We got that one. We got this one. Don't really get these in-game icons. Seem to suggest there were 2 more unexplored areas, but there's only 1 left. Alright, I am going to the right and then to the right.
Monsieur, des tours. Marcher ne lui suffit pas.
Cool architecture, those round windows.
Cheer, my friend.
Sorry. Alright, we need to get up the church. Ah, now I need to get down. Nothing here. Let's see what's in here.
If I get my hands on you, I'll rip your bloody eyes out, I will!
Yeah, I'm not sure I need to be here actually. No, I don't need to be here. This is, I think, the area where a co-op mission or something starts. I remember it. Where do I need to look? What am I missing here, people? Find the murderer, yeah. in the right place. Ah, over there.
I'm here all the time. I've got nowhere to go. Who are you looking for? I saw a couple of fellas meet here late last night. One of them was dressed all fancy. Must be a servant. I overheard him mention his master, the Marquis. Afterwards, the other man went into that building right there.
What building? Ah, over there. To the left and to the right. Or to the left and straight ahead. Scrapbook contains a collection of scandalous newspaper articles about the Saad, including his misadventures in Arcueil, Marseille and at Lacoste.
Mais qu'est-ce que vous faites?
Alright, this is just a newspaper. There is another clue here somewhere. There it is. Mysterious letter. You have done exceptionally well to find someone with access to the Saad's personal effects. Under no circumstances are you to do the fatal deed yourself. We must avoid having suspicions raised on the committee. Let our poor dupe do the work. He will be highly rewarded. 50 livres are enclosed. When all is done, the Saad will wither in jail, and his immoral and pernicious influence on our citizens will be washed away like so much aristocratic blood. Running towards the same thing. All right. Seem to have exhausted all the clues. Right, there were two prostitutes here. They had nothing to do with it. Then we had Marquis de Sade himself. He has nothing to do with it. Then you had his assistants who gave information about him. He didn't commit the murder. It was about, then you had the leather shop, nothing to do with it. That student, No, I don't think he had anything to do with it. And then you had that beggar over here, whom I cannot even accuse, so he had nothing to do with it. Alright, I have no clue who it could have been. Alright, this appears to be his diary. Short ropes, bloody instruments. Anna noted that many men come through it, although she didn't see the SAD. It's possible he was there. Noted one customer states a very short time. Afterwards, 2 men arrived, but only one went into Susanna's room. Michelin, Susanna's friend, claims Susanna was a favorite of the SAD, who came around frequently, claims she warned Susanna about him, noted that the objects in the room were typical of the SADs. A long whip, a body, the vagabonds saw 2 men meet on the night in question. One dressed up in livery, the other man went into a nearby building. I'll meet you there and we'll arrange payment, 50 livres as discussed. Letter to the valet. So the valet got paid, but I don't think that was more for the information. I don't think for the murder. I'm not sure. The SADs claimed his valet would provide an alibi. Noted the appearance of a young man who subscribes to the SAD's philosophies. SAD recommended Susanna to him. Valet did not know the SAD's whereabouts on the night in question, noted that the SAD is careless and could easily leave his personal effects anywhere. You have done exceptionally well to find someone with access to the SAD's personal effects. So that's the valet, I guess. Under no circumstances are you to do the fatal deed yourself. We must avoid having suspicions raised on the committee. Let our poor dupe do the work. He will be highly rewarded. 50 livres are enclosed. When all is done, the SAD will wither in jail and blah blah blah. Contains a collection of the SAD's misadventures, address, leather worker, student wants the same items as the SADs. Another book of the SAD. Student claims he went to see Susanna but lost his nerve and left. Also claims to have heard 2 men talking. One of them said, after it's done, come meet me in the courtyard at St. Nicolas de Champs and I'll pay you. Yes, so it's the valet, I guess. Letter to the valet, it's the 50 livres, and here is the other guy say he will be, let our poor dupe do the work, he will be highly rewarded, 50 livres. So let's get to the valet. Which is over here. So I go out and I go to the right. Oh, I am already out. So annoying if you have no clue what direction Arno is facing on the map. Alright, here's a church. So we go away from the church, past the house to the right. And then it's over here. Not here. Where is the Saad's home? It should be here somewhere. Ah, it's on the right. I'm an idiot. Here we go. Accuse them.
I'm unable to say what the Marquis was engaged in last night. It was a rare night off for me. If any of his personal effects are missing, well, he gets caught up in his activities and become after the degradations that I've suffered at the Desaad's hands. I jumped at the chance to put a gruesome end to the man.
Alright, we got the right guy.
I do hope you're proud of yourself. That animal Desaad should be in here instead of me.
Pretty funny. How many people are now put in jail already?
A Jezebel killed. Hardly a crime in my estimation. Take your due.
Alright, do we get a weapon? Nice.
Follow up on what you found. You'll get there.
Right, let's check the next one. 5 left, I think. No, way more left. 8 left. The body Politic. Solve the perplexing murder of a deputy of the assembly. Body Politic. There it is. Here we go. Right, where is the river? There is the river, so we need to get onto that street over there and then all the way to the end of the map. Oh, sorry. Alright, here we go. Murder scene. Michel Hennebert, a man in his 30s, slumped at the dining table, traces of blood dripping from the mouth, indicating internal hemorrhage.
My poor dear Etienne. I was afraid such a thing would happen.
Partially filled, a powdery residue along the rim appears to be powdered glass.
I feared just such an event for weeks. My husband has endured many death threats ever since his vote to spare the king. He even took the extraordinary precaution of hiring Arno to protect himself. I am Madame Gerard. My husband and I were invited to dine, and I was looking forward to a lovely evening. The Henneberts are known as a delightful couple.
I hope I'm not to blame in any respect. It was I who advised Henneberg to invite the Gerard. I hoped to calm the murderous political situation. The wine was poured, and we all drank a toast to letting bygones be bygones. Henneberg immediately fell choking to the ground.
Citizen Hennebert was a political opponent, but he certainly had my respect. My wife and I were delighted to accept his invitation. I understand that one of his servants has gone missing. That seems odd indeed.
It's a bit annoying that I have no idea who I'm talking with.
Citizen Hennebert was a political opponent, but he certainly had my respect, and my wife.
A broken necklace made of glass beads. One appears to be missing. Alright, that should be it, I guess. Yes. So now what? This was it? Alright, this is a really short one. This really is one of those fun, almost like Sherlock Holmes type of dining room murders where all the, or like in a train, where all the suspects are still in the room. And one did it. Pretty cool. Yeah, there's only one guy who actually pointed the finger at somebody else. That is this guy who said, yeah, a servant went missing. Let's quickly check the database. Alright, Michel Hennebert, a man in his 30s, slumped at the dining table, traces of blood dripping from the mouth indicating internal hemorrhage. Necklace, that's the glass used. Antoine Gerard, dinner guest, political opponent of the victim, noted one of the victim's servants now missing. Madeleine Gerard, dinner guest, missing necklace, claims it was broken. Yeah, it could both be them. The guy... or this woman. Mademoiselle Hennebert, wife of the victim, feared something like this. Previous attempts on the husband's life. Her husband hired Armand to protect him. Olivier Guedet, dinner guest, arranged the dinner to bridge political divisions. Hennebert fell choking to the ground immediately after all the guests drank a toast. Partially filled, a powdery residue along the rim appears to be powdered glass. Yeah, it could either be the husband who took the necklace of his wife and then used one of those glass beads to mix in the wine. and then his wife covering for him, because it would be very coincidental that her story that the necklace was broken would simultaneously be true. So it was broken, she put it somewhere, and then her husband made use of the situation, of the opportunity. It could also be that she herself put the glass in the wine, and then as an excuse stated like, yeah, it was broken, that's why I put it off my necklace. But yeah, her husband, he is the political opponent, so I am, yeah. Yeah, he didn't have access to that necklace, that was his wife's. So that is what makes the woman more suspicious, but what makes the guy suspicious is that one of his servants is now missing. He's really trying to point the blame somewhere else. Alright, I have to make a choice. Yeah, I'm going with this guy. Or shan't I? It could be his wife trying to further her husband's political career by taking out an opponent. She had the murder weapon. But this guy actually points the finger at somebody else. But it could also be that that servant indeed went missing. So he didn't do anything. He just spoke the truth.
Citizen Hennebert was a political opponent, but he certainly had my respect. And my wife and I were delighted to accept his invitation.
I am Madame Gérard. My husband and I were invited to dine, and I was looking forward to a lovely evening. The Henneberts are known as a delightful couple.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. They can both have done it. I'm not sure how much husbands and wives were both involved, how much wives were also involved in the political going-ons of their husbands. Probably that varies per couple. Yeah. So either indeed her chain was broken and her husband made use of the opportunity to get a bead and put it in in his wine, or yeah, then so her husband made use of the situation, so to say. But that's also really weird, being so impulsive with a murder, I would say. Like, oh yeah, there's a necklace on the table. Let's. Oh shit. Let's just use it to kill the guy, like spontaneous. That would be weird. So the other thing is that she lied about it being broken. That she actually broke it herself to kill the guy. I'm going with her.
You cannot condemn me simply for pretending my necklace broke by accident.
Yeah, oh, yeah, shit. So she pretended her necklace broke. So then it was her husband. God damn it.
Citizen Hennebert was a political opponent, but he certainly had my respect. And my wife and I were delighted to accept his invitation. Well, he voted to spare the king. Such men are traitors to the revolution.
God damn it. Wrong one.
He was a traitor to the revolution. I should get a medal.
Sure, you should.
I still can't make this one out. The glass won't break. Odd. Go ahead, choose.
Follow up on what you found. You'll get there.
Right, another one solved, and we'll continue in the next episode,
Follow
guys.
up on what you found. You'll get there.
Hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next one. For the meantime, do not forget.
Follow up on what you found. You'll get there.
Always do keep on gaming. See you later.